In a time when fear ruled the land of Egypt, the destiny of an entire nation rested on the shoulders of a single baby. The Israelites, living as slaves, had grown strong and numerous, so much so that the new Pharaoh saw them as a threat. In his fear, he commanded something unthinkable. Every newborn Hebrew boy was to be thrown into the mighty Nile River. It was a time of unimaginable darkness and desperation. But in the face of this terror, one mother refused to surrender to despair. She gave birth to a beautiful baby boy, and for 3 months she hid him, cherishing every moment. When she could no longer keep him a secret, she made a heart-wrenching choice. She placed him in a waterproof basket, setting it gently upon the currents of the Nile, her heart filled with prayers for his protection. The tiny basket floated down the river, guided by an unseen hand, until it reached the very steps of Pharaoh's palace. It was there that Pharaoh's own daughter discovered the crying child. Her heart was moved with compassion. "This is one of the Hebrew babies," she said. And instead of obeying her father's cruel decree, she chose love. She adopted the baby as her own son and named him Moses, which means drawn out of the water. Moses grew up in the lap of Egyptian luxury, a prince of the most powerful empire on earth. Yet he never forgot his true identity. Every day he saw the suffering of his people, the back-breaking labor, the merciless cruelty, the deep-seated pain in their eyes. This knowledge weighed heavily on his heart. One fateful day, Moses witnessed an Egyptian brutally beating a Hebrew slave. A fire of righteous anger ignited within him. He struck the Egyptian, killing him, and hastily buried the body in the sand. But such a secret could not be kept for long. When Pharaoh discovered what had happened, Moses was forced to flee for his life, leaving behind his home, his status, and everything he had ever known. Alone in the vast, unforgiving wilderness, Moses became a humble shepherd. Years passed, and the prince of Egypt learned the solitude of the desert, but God had not forgotten him. His plan was far greater than anything Moses could have imagined. One day, while tending his flock, Moses saw a strange sight, a bush engulfed in flames, yet it was not burning up. As he drew closer to investigate this marvel, a voice boomed from the fire, calling his name, "Moses, Moses, I have seen the suffering of my people. I have chosen you to lead them out of Egypt." Moses was terrified. He felt small, unworthy, and completely unprepared for such a monumental task. But God reassured him, promising, "I will be with you." And so began the incredible, epic journey of Moses, the man who would return to confront a Pharaoh, part the Red Sea, and lead an entire nation from bondage to freedom. Thanks for watching. If you were inspired by this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more incredible tales from history. See you next time.